Yo, what's going on, great people in all of the great land? It's your guy, Nicholas Wilcox. It's your guy, Johnny Main. The Fantasy Football Show. Props, DFS, Showdown, Slates, and Monday Night Football pregame, the last game of Week 17. In the building, the Rams taking on the Falcons, 8:15 start time. That being said, Johnny, say what's up to the great people.
What up? What up? What up? Happy Monday. Hope your Monday's been better than mine. Been up here dealing with ice, snow, playing Uber for all my kids out here today. Literally, working as a shovel man out here, shoveling snow blowing. Getting beat down, just ready to continue the beat down after an explosive Sunday night football game last night, dude. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Right?
Man, wow. And I'm like, the one thing that's like happening, and it's happening, I'm like, I guess it's safe to say, I guess being a Caleb Williams truther, I guess that's out the window. I think I might be a fan now at this point. Yeah, what a game, man. What a game for sure. So, yeah, of course, y'all know how I get down, fading in and out on a Sunday night. You know how I do, man. Old man status over here. Third quarter, dozing off, waking up, seeing what's going on. I was like, wow, this game is absolutely buck banoodle. So, yeah, man, what a good game, though, man. What a way to end, end the night with a game like that right there. And if that is a preview of the playoffs, man, we're going to have some good football on our hands, man. But, yeah, ready to go for the night, man. I know a lot of people got a lot of crazy stuff going on. Puka, Bijan, Kyron, God bless you if you're banking on Drake London tonight. Yeah, man, it should be fun. Should be fun, dude.
This should be a good game. Hopefully it's just as what the doctor ordered for last night, because that game, I was like, ooh. Man, these teams going back and forth. Like, it was nuts. Shout out to our guy, Haywood. What up? That being said, like, look, like, yeah, like last night's game was pretty fire. Brock Purdy.
Yo, Brock Purdy, man. Hey, man, listen. Hey, man. Hey, I'm just gonna say this right now, man. There's a couple of them cats, man. They swagging out, man. You know what I mean? They swagging out, bro. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that. They swagging out, man. Might even have a little bit more swag than me out here, man. You know what I mean? Like they killing it, bro. Killing it, man.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, okay, like Fireworks City, though. Yeah, I mean, I went against Luther Bird in one of my leagues that had to start DJ Moore in. Go figure. Now it all rests on the chosen one, Bijan Robinson. So we're just going to find out how this all going to shake out. Can you tell me that Bijan Robinson scored more than 13 and a half points? I'm not an oracle or anything.
I'll say it. I'll say
that should be well within the cards.
I'll say it. Yeah, I'll say it. You got nothing to play for on that end of things, man, other than just to play spoiler. Should get there off of sheer volume alone, unless somehow the Atlanta Falcons channel their inner Arthur Smith. This should happen tonight.
Right, I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. But yeah, like, look, just what a way to end the regular season of the fantasy football season with these two teams tonight. So obviously both these staffs kind of know each other as well. So we'll just have to find out how it all shakes out. But yeah, let's definitely ride. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, We are Rams Falcons, baby. Let's just see. Well, couple things, right? Rams still need to win. They're a 7.5-point favorite going on the road to Atlanta. 48.5, the over under. It was like 49 before we got on, and it dropped down to 48. But that being said, a few things to point out in this matchup. Rams give up 6 most targets to running backs. They've also allowed 4 more receptions to opposing backfields in 4 straight games. Rams are also allowing the fewest points per game to running backs all year long and have allowed the fewest rushing touchdowns all year long. So Bijan Robinson's matchup here comes with a mixed bag here because it's like you feel like he's still a stud, the superstar. I think what has to happen for him tonight in order for him to get there is literally just getting peppered with targets. But remember, Drake London's back in the fold. Kyle Pitts has gotten some momentum with Kirk Cousins at quarterback too. So remains to be seen how it's done. I know Johnny will talk about that when it comes to showdown slate, if he thinks he should be captain worthy or not, or if he's going to go a different direction. To note for Drake London, Rams give up the 7th most receptions to receivers. So that's something to know for London. Potentially Pitts as well in that same vein. And then obviously the other side of football, Stafford on a damn heater. On a damn heater is all I have to say. And obviously, who else is on the heater? Puka Nacua. So there's that. But we all know the Rams. They know they have to keep on fighting. Just Puka Nacua without Devontae Adams, the totally different monster. When Adams is not on the field, Puka, he literally just balls out. 16 targets last week, and we all know what he did. Puka Nacua needs 118 yards to surpass JSN for the yardage title at this moment. So that could definitely happen. And then the other guy I want to note, and that's probably for a cheap price when we talk about showdown, is Mumfield for kid out of Pittsburgh. He got 8 targets last week. So along with the tight ends and stuff like that with the Rams, we're just going to find out how everything shakes out. But those are kind of just some notes I had for the game. Do you have something you wanted to mention to the great people?
Yeah, I think a lot of good call outs for sure, just on your side of things, with what's going on. With a few players like showdown worthy and stuff like that right there. But then you want to talk about just the Rams as a whole. The Rams have allowed 30 points in 3 of their last 4 games, after allowing only 30 points in just 1 game through weeks 1 through 12. So I think that's something to call out just in that space, as far as Kirk Cousins and the Falcons. And then it's just a matter, right, of really just honestly, it's how healthy is Drake London? I think that's the bigger question. He's going to be out there for sure, and a lot of people are going to be depending on him tonight. I know in one of my home leagues, got kind of crazy last night. I think that guy in second place needs 9 points from Drake London tonight in order to go back to back in my league, which already kind of cussed out the guy that already made a really. I'm not going to call it a boneheaded trade because at the time it seemed like it wasn't that bad, but
cussed out the guy.
Of course I'm going to. It's the fantasy football show. This is like the barbershop for fantasy football show. I'm gonna talk bad about you. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna love you, but I'm still gonna talk bad about you. He sent Mike Evans, DK Metcalf, and Austin Eckler to someone for Jamar Chase in a auction keeper league.
Wait, one more time?
Mike Evans, DK Metcalf, and Austin Eckler for Jamar Chase. Needless to say, it did not work out for the DK Metcalf, Mike Evans side of that trade. But the gentleman who did receive Jamar Chase back in the trade has an opportunity to go.
That's a dynasty?
No, it's a keeper league.
It's
a keeper league. It's an auction keeper league. Has the opportunity to go back to back. And of course, this is my one soapbox moment, and I won't talk about it anymore. But of course, this current week, my team 12-2 puts up 190 points after it got bounced by this team last week. So But anyway, outside of that, let's talk about the defenses here, right? Like we talked about the Rams. Somebody asked about Bijan for the 13-7. Yeah, man, if he gets there, man, it's going to have to be through the passing game for sure, man. The last 3 weeks, the Rams have been the best team in the National Football League at rushing yards allowed at 51 yards per game over the last 3 weeks, right? One would ask, well, I mean, that seems like that's a pretty good number. So who have they played? Well, they've only played the Seattle Seahawks, who runs the ball 51% of the time. The Detroit Lions, who formerly had the most explosive backfield in the NFL, and then the Arizona Cardinals, who I actually did play a couple of snaps a few Sundays ago for those guys. So, yeah, if it's going to happen tonight for Bijan, it's going to have to happen through the air, which I think like it absolutely can happen. And then you flip it over to the other side of things. The Falcons are 14th during this span with 129 rushing yards per game. So right about mid-pack for them. So Kyron Williams and Blake Corum are definitely in play tonight for that. Now, if we look at the other side of things, this might be a Kirk Cousins spot. So I think it's good that we're talking through all this. 271 yards for the Rams allowed as far as in the air. That's the fifth most in the NFL during this time frame. And Atlanta is at 249. So all these stats are telling me this game smells like over is what it smells like for me in this space here. So like there's definitely more than a few things to like, obviously, when you kind of drill it down like defensively to see what's going on. Just trying to look at a couple of other angles here as far as like, the running backs and things like that and what we've had going on. Same space, right? Like we talk about, we talk about rushing yardage here. Not a lot really popping for either one of these guys as I'm kind of just like hovering down the list. Bijan Robinson, 24th in this space here as far as rushing yards go. And again, that's rushing yards, like not to take anything away from him and what he's been doing as a receiver. But even if I look at that as him as a receiver, it hasn't necessarily been completely sexy. It hasn't been very sexy at all. Hasn't been very sexy at all for him over the last couple, man. So I think there's definitely some opportunities here in that 13 points now that we talk about it out loud. It's going to be tough sledding for sure. So, but I think this game definitely feels like an over for sure. And I think this is like a really good spot. It feels like for Kirk Cousins going against the Rams here in the Georgia Dome. Obviously, a couple of injuries to note, obviously, for the Falcons. For the Rams. Former Steeler Kevin Dotson, guard, looks like he's been diagnosed as out for this game. I think if you want to highlight one area for the Falcons inside that dome, it's definitely that defensive line and the pass rushers for sure. But the Falcons have some injuries as well. When you look at the second level, Josh Woods, Mike Hughes, and Clark Phillips, those guys are all listed as out for tonight. So really just waiting to hear what the final, main event, waiting to hear like what that's going to be on the other end of things. But yeah, I think this definitely feels like an over game here. And I would hope the Rams can kind of get things in check, man, from everything that like we've seen like over last week, as far as, some of these teams that had no business hanging around and stuff to get that lined up. So that's kind of the way like I'm looking at this, like big picture. It looks like both of these, not even look like it is, both of these teams have been giving it up in the air. But the Rams have been very, very rock solid against the run. So should be interesting to see how it plays tonight.
Yep. I agree with you. This should be definitely something where hopefully we see like more points. But I just want to see points. Just want to see a lot of points tonight. That's all I want to see. I want to see a lot of points.
Man, you greedy. You ain't get enough from last night, man. That was a nuclear explosion last night, man. Nuclear explosion last night, man.
Greedy sometimes. But showdown. You want me to go over props first?
It's your call, man. If you want, yeah, go ahead, man. We got time for the showdown. So if you want to go ahead and hit your props, we got 23 minutes, man, before kickoff. So we're good.
We're doing great.
Yeah.
Okay. So prop shop we go. Before we talk about who we got for the game, and we are 4-4 in a week. it's been a light week for the most part. There were a few reads I had that should have gone back to the Jalen Coker spot for sure. It's like Carolina, man, just loves to just ruin stuff. Like Jalen Coker's lowest line the last couple of weeks, but they didn't even feed him the ball like that. Brenton Strange, 1 catch short in a competitive game. Go figure. And Alec Pierce, because Philip Rivers has a noodle arm. Probably should have read into that a little bit more. And then DeAndre Swift just not getting enough receiving volume in a game that scores like combined like 80 points. But anyhow, those are the bad beats. I mean, look, Chase Brown was free.
Yeah. Chase
Brown rushing receiving was so free. Purdy over 2 passing touchdowns, free. Tyler Stroud over 220 pass yards, free. Chris Olave, free. So, hey, mixed bag. We're on to tonight where we got definitely a few plays that I definitely like in hopes that this game definitely fits the banter of what we should be seeing. So first things first, I'm going with my man Bijan Robinson over 44.5 receiving yards. I do think in this spot, like the Falcons are going to have to check this ball down a ton, and they're going to have to do it through Bijan Robinson. Talked about earlier. Position-wise, Rams defense agreeing with the 8th most receptions on the season, 72 total to running backs on the year. And in the last game, 2 games, Cousins has been under center. 15 catches on 22 targets and 174 yards total on those. So I think with Bijan Robinson, like this has to be something where they have to funnel through him in this game and in this spot. Drake London, for as much as you're saying like he's may or may not be a showcase tonight, regardless, it's going to be on the field. So Rams, talked about earlier, give him 7th most receptions to receivers. Drake London, this should be a spot for him. Last week showcased that, he may or may not, you can still go Kyle Pitts if you want, but I think it's going to feed into how Drake London is going to be. I think Kirk Cousins is going to know how to get Drake London the football. So the 5.5 catches for a talent like Drake London just feels too light. For the Rams side, I got Kyron Williams, our boy. Kyron Williams over 64.5 rush yards. We all know game script should point to Kyron Williams getting the football still. And although you're going to expect Blake Corum to definitely mix in, I still think Kyron's been hitting this line like consistently, like for the last like 5 games, it feels like. So Kyron Williams, definitely like this spot for him as well, especially from a game script perspective. This should fit the bill. And then Kanante Mumfield, 25 receiving yards or more. I'm just going to bake on, no Devontae Adams. They talked about this Mumfield kid, even a little, they sprinkled him around here and there in talks about him before Devontae Adams got hurt. Now they need someone else to step up outside these tight ends. I think Mumfield should be able to do this for us. Again, 8 targets last week for 40 yards. So I think this is something that this should be up his alley. And if this game does get a bit competitive, I do think Mumfield can, ease off Puka Nacua a little bit. Obviously, if you want to go Puka Nacua over 110 receiving yards, that feels like it's free. But I'm just going to go with Mumfield in hopes that, you got to give him a break at some point. So those are the 4 I got tonight for the prop shop. Let's go 4-0. Let's end this week on a heater. Johnny's going to be pulling up the showdown slate. So we'll be breaking that down. And I think in this spot between these 2 teams, like 7.5 for the Rams, it feels like it's free. The only thing I'll say is that I know both of these coaching staffs in a way know each other. So that's also something that we're going to have to kind of sprinkle in here. But I think Rams handle this one on the road. They know what's at stake. They know next week they still have an outsized chance of getting the 1 seed. So they know that they got to take care of business. Can you believe like someone from the NFC West is going to have 12 wins on the year and they're going to have to go on the road?
Seen it last year with the Vikings, man.
We sure did, but it's still like Man,
last year
that's
with
crazy.
the Vikings, man. Like,
And
and
then
I'm pretty
someone that
sure
doesn't get double-digit wins in the division winner gets to host a playoff game.
Yep, seen it the year before that, I believe, as well. I think when Joe Flacco was the quarterback for the Browns when they went on the road to play against the Texans, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So yeah, so like I think it's the norm, the same way that we've got we've got our beef with the way things have been happening out in the fantasy streets. Like the NFL, like they got their own problems, man. There is no perfect formula for it. It's somebody says in my job all the time, man, the changes when they happen, there's always somebody that's not happy. And typically the people that aren't happy are typically the people that don't benefit from the change. The people that benefit from the change got no problems. So I think it's very similar here in this space. So yeah, man, it is kind of crazy. So, all right. So we got 17 minutes before kickoff, which seems like it's like 1,000 hours now. I don't think my lineup cashed last night, man, because I didn't have Brock Purdy, but I did. But taking the Bears plus the points, the 4.5 before,
that jam.
That did hit. So I'll rock with that. Yeah, let's see. Man, I always want to just like jump in the deep water because I'm like, man, those stats are pretty telling with Kirk Cousins. And it makes me want to be like, oh, well, let's play some Kirk Cousins tonight and captain. But that just feels so gross and so dirty. But man. Yeah. It does. It feels gross. It feels really dirty. And then, I mean, to be fair, you know what? I am going to play Kirk Cousins tonight. I'm going to play him at captain. And I'll tell you why I'm going to play him at captain is because even when you look at just over the last couple weeks at who the Rams have given points up to, they've given points up to realistically, man, to three quarterbacks. Bryce Young hit 28 on him. And I think we know what that means, right? The Cardinals, they hit 17. They're lowly. We know what that is. Jared Goff, 41 points. Sam Darnold, 34 points for Jared Goff. 38 points for Sam Darnold. So I think like there's the vibe I'm getting here and like what I've seen like over the last couple of weeks and like where they're ranked at. It feels like Kirk Cousins is in a pretty decent spot here, man. So I think I might even pivot over and get ready to take some Kirk Cousins passing yards here and dip into that pool as well. And I was that's the one thing I was trying to find before I got this pulled up was for as much as Kirk Cousins gets bashed about like, primetime games, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like the last couple primetime games he's played in, man, he's balled out. Granted, I'm pretty sure they've all been against the Bucs, but like nonetheless, like he's balled out like in those games, man. That's what I was trying to find just to kind of like solidify like my Kirk Cousins take here at the captain spot. So I'm gonna go Kirk Cousins tonight. Obviously, you got to play Matt Stafford. Can't not play him on the Rams side. Or actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm gonna go Matt Stafford, and then I'm gonna go to Blake Corum. Where I can find him, when I can find him, just to be able to get a piece of this run game here. So now I've got that solidified, and I can turn around and go Puka Nacua here, and then I think I can even nope, cannot. Got to find a way to get Puka in there. Where's your man at? What was he like 3 month field, 2,400, 2,200? Yeah, we got 67, and so man, I got a lot of Rams and no Falcons.
Well,
man, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks.
All you need is one. All you need is one.
Let's see. No. Oh. Yeah, I think I am going to go 271. So they still have been vulnerable for sure. 14, 21, 49. Yeah, they still have been. So I definitely got to have these quarterbacks in here, man, for sure. So let me see if I move off of Blake Corum, if I can then get into Kyle Pitts. And then that still leaves me like 2,500. And man, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. All right, let me try this again. Let me go from what's Kirk Cousins is 9,000, and that's probably actually all right. So if we reverse this, and let's just say I just want to see how this works. I think there's a way for me to be able to make this happen. If we go Blake Corum, Puka, can't get Bijan in there. That's scary.
That's the problem. That's a problem in this slate. You know what I'm saying? It's like you already know it's going to be like one or the other for you. One or the other for you.
Yeah. Mumfield and then 8,900. But if I do that, I still have all the players there that I would like. The only problem is that, it's very Rams heavy. But let me see one more thing. I just want to see Blake Corum's carries over the last couple weeks. And then that'll solidify it. But I just think that like maybe averaging 20.1 fantasy points per game over his last two. And of course, this will hit tonight because the payout up top is only $1,000. So of course it will hit tonight. Of course it'll hit. Of course it'll hit. Why wouldn't it?
That's funny.
Why wouldn't it hit?
Of course it's going to hit because it's $1,000.
Yeah, why wouldn't it hit? Why wouldn't it hit? Just talked about you being greedy, wanting all the points, man. Like I'm the same way, like in these damn tournaments, man. I'm probably the only person in America that gets grumpy about winning a couple $100 and not winning, thousands of dollars, probably, which is probably part of my problem, but what can I say? Yeah. I'm like, oh. You're like, oh, why did you tell me this happened? I'm like, because it sucked and I didn't win the tournament. That's why I didn't tell you anything about it. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's write home about my 7th place finish. Cool.
You beat thousands of lineups.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Didn't beat the other 6 though. So yeah.
I can't, yeah.
But I will tell you one thing, because I did promise her. I did promise her that I would do this tonight. Because we were just kind of is what it is. But like my youngest daughter, came home one day and she was like all about like trading cards. I'm like, oh, please don't do this. I'm like, because this is gonna get bad quick. Like, it's gonna get bad.
Gonna get bad quick.
Yeah. We didn't we didn't do anything crazy because like I haven't taken her down like through the crazy lane yet with like the crazy expensive cards. So like we go to our local Walmart and she got like a $50 gift card, and she wants to buy some cards. So we get a Ashton Genty rookie card, not just like your standard, like we got a little, we got a little Ashton Genty, yeah. We
what does flowers?
We got a little Travis Hunter here, man. Yeah. I told her I would do this for her, man. Travis Hunter and Pat Bryant. Little Jackson Dart here, little Jackson Dart. I don't know nothing about any of these cards here, so we'll see how they go.
I don't know anything about these cards.
Yeah, I don't. We're gonna find out about Cam Ward here.
Hey.
Formerly the hottest quarterback in the NFL, Trevor Lawrence. Then some bum. Card's pretty sick. And then I'm not going to call him the MVP, but I'll call him the Offensive Player of the Year. Is what I'll call him. He'll get my vote for Offensive Player of the Year because I think somehow tonight. Speaking of, tonight could be a way for Matt Stafford to solidify MVP conversations. Maybe be interesting to see how that ends up shaking out. But
2 touchdowns short for 2 touchdowns away from tying his career best.
Yeah, I think it would be. I think it would be kind of cool to see Matt Stafford get, if he was able to get an MVP. I think it'd be pretty cool because, like for me, like he kind of falls like in the same category as like Big Ben. Like, Ben was like one of those guys, like, and he would say it all the time. Like, he's like, I know I'm never going to win an MVP. And I can't remember what year it was. There was a year where he was like, early on, he was in the conversation, and then he came out and threw 3 picks. And the first thing he said when he got up to the press conference was, well, guess I'm out of the MVP conversation, so I can play ball now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so but for Stafford, if it happens, man, that'd be
I guess the MVP race.
Yeah. So no, I told her I would do that tonight because she was like super excited about these cards, and hell, I don't even know if they even worth 2 nickels to rub together, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, man, something to get my girl into.
Let the value build, bro. Shoot.
Oh well, I told her about that.
The Jackson Dart thing will be interesting. See how that pans out.
Honestly, again, coming from the biggest hater in the world, I think the Ashton Genty one will be interesting. See how that shakes out in a couple of years.
I wanted you to say that for sure.
Yeah, no, like I said, listen, man, my beef has never been with Ashton Genty, the player. It was always just a situation because players go to the Raiders to die, pretty much. Like, that's what it is. It's like Antonio Brown, Jacoby Myers, like, it's
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Rich Gannon, Charlie Gardner. Like,
well, you know what? I'll be honest. No.
Gary Porter.
I'll take that back on the Jerry Rice. You got to take that back because at least some boys got to a Super Bowl. They couldn't get it done, but at least they got to a Super Bowl. You are like trying to gaslight me right now. At least they got to the Super Bowl. I don't think any NFL player would be like, no,
especially Jerry Rice, Tim Brown, like, you know what I mean? What are we doing here? Chucky Woodson, man, like, what? Like, come on, bro, come on, like, me too. I'm just saying too, man. The Raiders, like, ugh. Shout out Push T, ugh. Anyway, So who you got tonight, man?
Give me the Rams. I think they'll cover too. I just think that this team too complete at this moment in time. They got a bad taste in their mouths after losing to Seattle on the way they did. They were in control of that game for a while, and then little by little let it go. So I think they're gonna come out firing tonight. I think Rams are gonna put on a showcase, and this can't be a spot they come out flat. It can't be, right? It can't be.
No, but it's not a flat spot, I don't think. But I think one thing I'll say is, listen, man, low key. I think we know about the Falcons and that defensive line, low key, man. They pretty stout. That's a pretty stout line, man. You know what I mean? So it'll be that's what I'm interested to see tonight is what Atlanta's pass rush is able to do tonight, if they're able to do anything. So
guess we'll have to find out.
Yep. Get ready to get my little my little parlay in real quick here since we got about 5 minutes.
Rub those nickels together.
Yeah, trying to, man. Shoot. Yeah. That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Oh man, yo. Oh boy, yo. Okay. All right.
Damn. Big dog status.
Well then. All right.
I heard that. All right, I'm gonna do a Hail Mary here.
All right, Haywood.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Hail Mary one here.
I'll do a Hail Mary one.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary one together real quick. A couple of your favorite Rams players.
Puka.
Nah, man. No, we'll see how this goes, man. I got Corum and Mumpfield anytime touchdowns. Kirk Cousins plus 240. I'm just gonna leave it at that right there.
Wow.
Yeah, why not?
Pretty spicy.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Like it's a Hail Mary, man. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back around. Yeah, no, I'll come back around and play a little bit safe. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, that's all I got. I
don't got a whole lot more, man. I don't got a whole lot more.
It's like I don't have a whole lot more.
I do not, brother.
Oh man. Well, man, yo.
I know.
It's
We'll be
just that
back.
feeling.
Yeah. Well, not next Monday. I don't think next Monday, but the Monday after that, right? We should be able to be back. Because week 18 there. Yeah, week 18. Yeah, so there's no Monday Night Football.
No. But we won't be here next Monday.
No. So,
But
the following Monday we will. And the following Saturday we'll be here as well. Or Friday. Excuse me. So January 9th. So we'll be on Sunday morning, per use, but after that it will be per use, but no Monday night show for us, and then we'll hop on Friday and map it out for you guys, and let you know how we think the playoffs is going to go for us overall. And obviously it's another kind of last couple swings, man. We got 2 more really good swings, I would say, at DFS. Because I'm not playing week 18, so I'm not going to hop on here and try to pretend like I know what's going to happen week 18 and try to steer people in the wrong direction.
Well, some prop plays and stuff like that.
Prop plays and games, like, for sure. But like, I'm not going to do that, man. I'm not going to do that. So
can't no. If you play week 18, you belong into a mental institution.
Guaranteed. But still, make sure you subscribe to our show if you.
Right. Tell them, bro.
Yeah. If you're in a mental institution, go ahead.
Make sure you do that, Make sure you follow us.
Wait, hold on. We had somebody 35 from Puka and Drake London together. Help me, fantasy gods. Yeah. As MC Hammer used to say, we need to pray. That's true. That's very true. All by himself. That's very true.
He can do it all by himself.
That's true. I'll give you that.
All by himself. I'll give you that. All by himself.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But I still think you need to pray, though. I still think you need to pray. I'm sorry, man. Like, listen, man. We've seen this crazy shit happen, man. We've seen this, man, where these guys just like no call, no show, man. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to Puka. Like, I'm not saying, but listen, just as I won't even put it in the atmosphere for you, brother. I won't even do it. But like, I think we know the track record of Puka Nacua and hashtag when these players are this hot.
Yeah, man.
I'm rooting for you because you here on this show. I'm rooting for you. So maybe if it ain't Puka, maybe it's Drake London. Low key, I don't want it to be Drake London.
Low key, I don't want it to be Drake London.
Nope, I don't.
All right, TD parlay, I guess, real quick. Bijan, Kyron, and I'm going Mumfield. I'm going to go Mumfield.
There you go.
Boy, yo. Yep, season's about to end.
Tell me about it.
We're going to miss y'all. We'll still be around, but it's going to be a little different. That's all.
Yeah.
But any final thoughts before we let the people go, Johnny?
Listen, I gave you all mine. I don't need any Monday Night Miracles, man.
I need Bijan. Let's do it.
Yeah. Listen.
All the way.
My team is either on life support or either, I'm high stepping into the end zone. Ain't no in between for me.
Okay. Shoot. Yeah, final thoughts for me. 60 points for Bijan would be crazy, but that's a half-point PPR. But in terms of that, like, Bijan Robinson, go do your thing, baby. But looking forward to a great game. Let's see another great game full of points tonight. That being said, the next time we'll be on 10:30 a.m. EST Sunday, usual day and time, and then we'll update you guys about where we'll be next time after that. I believe we'll be on that. From that day, we'll be on Friday to break down the upcoming wild card weekend from there. So just stay
card weekend.
Super wild card.
Get it right.
Super.
Right. Don't be an old man. Don't be an old man. They call it Super Wild Card Weekend. Jeez. Man. Cannot beat you guys.
Oh, boy. Super.
Super Wild Card Weekend.
That being said, we out of here. We'll see y'all Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Peace.